Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto live stream. Let me quickly see if everything is working properly. It says here we are lagging a bit, so I gotta check that all out. Quickly let me know in the chat box if you guys are all doing good. I hope so, I hope so, I hope so. Quickly put in the chat box if you guys can all see me fine. If everything is clear, if you can see my mouse moves, just say yes real quick. If you can see the mouse go like that. Okay, Keeming says yes, Marcus says yes. A lot of you guys are saying yes, all good. Alright. So today, guys, we have a lot of freaking news, man. I have like, let's say 25 or so pieces open, which is partially articles and partially Twitter. I think I have like, let's see here, 4 different tweets and then I think like maybe 18 or so articles, something along those lines. We have a lot of different coins to talk about. XRP, Solana, Kadena, HBAR, a little bit about VeChain, Shiba Inu, a little bit about that. I'm not even sure what else we're going to be talking about. I have just so much stuff. Miami is going crazy right now with some fun stuff. Ethereum is in there. And, of course, a little bit more about the Ripple v. SEC lawsuit. So, if that is your stuff, if you like any of that stuff, guys, make sure you press that like button. And let us get into the news of today. All right? And a lot of you guys are saying XR Doge. If you guys really want that, make sure you press that like button and I'll talk about it. All right? Maybe even the next video. Who knows? Make sure you all press that like button and we'll get it going. So first of all, what happened to the markets? What happened? What? Well, long story short, the market had a little bit of a, a little bit of a cuff. It was rather funny if you ask me. I keep referring back to the whole China situation that kind of induced a little bit of a panic. Some people say, no, that wasn't it because it's all fake. I don't know, but I think that is exactly what caused the markets to fall down. I also honestly believe that that's exactly what's keeping the prices down low right now. And that's most likely what's going to keep the downwards pressure on for the crypto markets for a little bit. Now, is this going to change? Most likely, yes, guys, because the crypto market moves in cycles. You guys all know that. And so whatever you're seeing right now, it's all part of the process, guys. It is all part of the process. People sometimes forget that historically, November and October have been just amazing months. And even though you sometimes see a little bit of a negative return in there, usually it does average out again. And then we keep reminding people as well, by just buying crypto every single day or week or something along those lines, man, I keep telling him, it's literally, I can't give you financial advice. It's not financial advice in any way, shape, or form. I keep telling people, it's like, even if you buy crypto every single day, you'll most likely retire very wealthy if you just keep up with that, as crypto is just continuing on and on and on and on and on towards the upside. And look at the average throughout the years, huh? It's just mostly going to keep continuing on to do that. And it's hard for people to believe, but that's really the strength of cryptocurrencies right now. It really is. But yeah, the long story short about that one is crypto goes in cycles. You got to understand that. And right now, as it currently stands, we're down a little bit, but that doesn't mean we won't end the month crazy in the positive, guys, because most likely we're just waiting for the next leg in the big bull market. We've only fallen down about let's say $5,000 for Bitcoin, which is about, let's say 8.7% do we have upwards to go. Ethereum only has 6% to go to all-time high. Guys, this is literally nothing, but some people are panicking thinking the crypto bull run is over. Oh, it is funny. And also, guys, even right now, a lot of you are saying, please continue on with the freaking gems you keep showing on your channel because you guys all want to buy into them. Make sure you press that like button, as right now, as we are standing here, I'm actually preparing one small guide to post to YouTube to explain to you guys how to buy into one of them. So if that's something for you guys, make sure you press that like button as well, as I'm putting a lot of effort into making these videos as entertaining, but also as useful as possible, because November is going to be a month where there's going to be a lot of crypto millionaires being made, and I want to help in that. Even though none of this stuff is financial advice, I can give you guys my journey and my story, and hopefully you can do something from that. that you can use to your own advantage. Because at the end of the day, it is education, but I guess it's like an entertainment type of education. It's kind of weird, you know? But yeah, not a financial advisor, just a guy on the internet. Do remember that, as everything I'm doing here is risky, and I will never tell you otherwise. Even though I might be pretty sure, that does not mean that that's also what the facts are. All right, having said that, let's talk a little bit more about the Ripple lawsuit, huh? So I've literally been looking at news for this, like, for so long. You know, I keep updating myself by looking all over the internet, but the slight, I guess, problem is there's really not that much that's going on right now on the front end. In the back end right now, in the Ripple v. SEC lawsuit, the most important thing is that the SEC right now is deposing experts, because that's what the phase we're in is going on with, basically. And Ripple is most likely doing the same, and it's been extended to January 12th or 11th or something like that, I believe. So right now we are in a phase which is going to keep continuing on and on and on and on. And officially, today is the last day where the SEC and Ripple can give some of their reports out. But I'm not even sure if that shows up or not in like the order book, so to speak. So we'll just see. Whenever there's an update, guys, I will definitely get you on that regard. We just got the two main lawyer guys over on Twitter who let some statements go about the Ripple v. SEC lawsuit that I definitely want to share with you guys right here. So first of all, Jeremy Hogan shared this over on his Twitter. This is an order from Judge Torres. Yes, the Ripple v. SEC lawsuit judge. In another high-profile case involving government overreach. Doesn't seem like she's one to kowtow or kowtow, I don't know how you pronounce that, to the U.S. government. And I think Ripple got very lucky when Judge Torres was assigned to the case. So what we are referring to here is a little bit of an order that's also, again, in a case that has the same judge as the Ripple v. SEC lawsuit as right now. Breaking, the federal court has just ordered the Department of Justice to stop extracting data from our client, journalist James O'Keefe's phone, and ordering a hearing counsel for Project Veritas asked the court to do this yesterday. So what the judge here basically did is to stop the overreach from some perspective. As you can see here, Analisa Torres, district judge, the court has reviewed petition's motion for appointment of a special and whatever. She just basically is on the side of not taking too much BS from the quote-unquote government. Let's not go too deep into that one. Hopefully you guys get my drift. Now, a fun fact that a judge apparently has about 320 active cases at a time, which is just huge. That's just unexplainable. But Ripple was Tampa and signed Tom Brady, I think, in this. Yeah, that's the little football example if you guys didn't get that. But at the end of the day, guys, Judge Torres is an extremely, extremely important judge for the case. There's two of them, Netburn and Torres, and one is basically who goes through all the mediocre sort of, so to speak, things, and then the other is basically the one who decides everything at the end. And so that's really the difference between those. Just want to quickly make that clear, but let's move on. So that was only one part, little small part. We also have a second little part right here, guys, which is about James Fillon. James Fillon is, by the way, let me quickly see if I can actually close some tabs because I'm noticing a little bit of lag. I don't want any lag for you guys. I will close this. There we go. Hopefully this should be a little bit better. I'm freeing up all the RAM. Maybe that will work better. There we go. Guys, put in the chat box real quick. What is your favorite coin right now? I know right now we're talking about XRP, as I think XRP is by far one of the most undervalued cryptocurrencies in this space right now. It does not mean that that's the only crypto that I hold. Do I think XRP can do like a times 12 within 1 year from now? Oh yes, I think it can do even more than that, but times 12 is not even that hard if you ask me. Yet, there's multiple different cryptos out there that can go pretty huge, and so let's see some suggestions in the chat box right there. What is your favorite crypto right now? We got XRP, HBAR. I'm going to talk about HBAR in this video. Quant. Ooh, I need to make an update on Quant as well. Cardano, we're going to definitely talk about in this video. SNX, I have not done an update on in very long. Solana. Oh, we might actually have some news on Solana. I do think so. That's amazing. Mana. Ooh, guys, I even have news on Mana. That is... I'm excited to show you guys the news about Mana and I think Sand. Oh, that's going to be amazing. So keep watching for that. I forgot that it is there, but I'm pretty excited about that. So after we've done that XRP stuff, I'll try to find it here that is huge. Now, James Fillon just shared this. SEC v. Ripple, one of the most insightful statements I've read lately. And it's Brian Quintenz, I think that's how you pronounce that, who is the former CFTC commissioner, very important key person in the US. There's a difference, and I think this is referring to the whole, at least I kind of feel like, this is also referring to the whole SEC cryptocurrency debacle, because it's a really big deal over in the US. Brian Quinten said there's a difference between policymakers or regulators saying, my door is always open, versus my mind is always open. And I can... Wait a minute. What's wrong? I can hear a very loud ticking noise. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Let me see. Okay. I think we're good. That was scary. Ooh. Okay. I think we're good. It's gone. I don't hear the sound anymore. Does he start to hear voices in his head? No, I think we're good. I think we're good, guys. Don't please. It's all good. No worries. I think it has to do with my microphone. I hope so. Otherwise, you'll see soon. All right, so there's a difference between policymakers or regulators and keeping my door open and the mind is always open. The way I kind of perceive this is a lot of regulators are like, you know what? If there's ever an issue, come talk to me. But then when you come up with the issue, they're like, yeah, okay, nice issue, but the rules are pretty clear, so get out of here. Where in the end of the day, it's like, okay, even if you were less attainable, so to speak, so it would be harder to actually get to one, if whenever you do get to speak to one, they'd have a very open mind and understand the problem at hand and actually try to work towards a solution that's beneficial for all, instead of just following those rules and just being as strict as possible because your boss told you to. I mean, that's literally what the US for crypto needs right now, but they're not doing it that way. The way in which I think they're doing it right now is basically, oh, you have a problem? You don't understand something? Yeah, interesting. Let's not do anything with that. Let's just kind of put a stamp on there that is clear and that all you guys just should read the rules better. Oh, you don't understand the rules. Interesting. Here, let me quote you some rules that are 80 years old, and you just figure it out, because we won't tell you how to do that. No. Oh, you have an issue. Oh, yeah, no. You just read those rules, and we'll just tell you if what you did was wrong. Oh, you want to know if what you did was right? No. We'll just tell you when something was wrong. We won't tell you if something is good. No. We'll just tell you when something's wrong. We'll sue you for it, by the way. That's literally kind of how it feels whenever I look at the SEC stance on stuff, which is stupid. And I think you guys will all agree with me on that one. All right, now XRP, by the way, guys, you already know this, but I am pretty excited for the XRP price. I keep telling people as well that I do believe a 12 times return on XRP, so going times 12 within a couple of months here, would not be too crazy if we're solely talking about the lawsuit. However, there's of course way more opportunities to make gains in the crypto space, and one of the things is to trade. Whether or not you do this with leverage is completely up to you. As some of you guys in the chat box say, hey, don't use leverage, is risky. As some others say, leverage has changed my life. That is completely up to you. Understand that everything out there has to be done, I guess everything in making money and whatever has to be done responsibly. And so all I can tell you is that I have a couple of trades open right now, and I'm looking for a couple of crazy trades. I'll quickly show you guys here. And the trades that we have open right now are on XRP and Bitcoin, and as you guys have guessed, I still have the same trades open because I keep telling people, I think it's a very nice idea, at least for me it is, to just open a trade, a long position with some leverage. I have 10 times on XRP and 15 times on Bitcoin that I don't think will actually ever close themselves, and keep this open for the bigger bull run. However, as I've shown you guys multiple times as well, I do also like to buy XRP at different areas. For example, when we notice, hey, there's a very good chance we're going to pump and break out from here, I'm buying. And this article basically just stated that XRP traders can long here to make the best out of its near-term price action. Little fun fact, very often when articles state that, they are wrong. So for example, they said, I kind of looked at it, right? Let me see here. $1.07, by the way, is our buying price every single time. Our second buying price is $1.14. They basically said, because I didn't read this, I just saw this come by. I think also I see a $1.07 for a couple of times as a big support. I'm seeing the channel here that they put up. However, this really doesn't tell you too much. It's just a channel, right? So you can actually try to buy the bottom of the channel. You can try to buy one of these supports. I mean, the channel literally states here that the bottom of it is about 18.5 cents or so. But if we check back onto the XRP price, right now we are, let's quickly see it, at about 16.14 or so. So it didn't really hold up too nicely. So, I mean, yeah, you can see again why you don't really listen too much to it. I'm seeing here $1.14 point something, $1.1408. I guess that's the next most important spot. Besides all that, guys, my two buying points are $1.14 for XRP and $1.07. I keep buying at those spots with leverage, and it's working like a freaking charm. So let me just tell you guys that, and you do with that info as you please. Stop loss? No, not for this one. When we were doing the higher trades, we had a stop loss. So we were doing some trades at $1.23, 24. We had a stop loss. Right now, as you see with these things, I don't have a stop loss because I'm here all the time anyway. If things crash towards the bottom, I'll take it like a man. And right now, I guess, I don't know, man. I just feel as if buying right now is all fine. It's just, I'll DCA my way down. It's all good. I'm not really afraid to lose, basically, over a medium term. So I guess maybe that helps for me. All right, guys, little side note, by the way. If you guys are enjoying the daily crypto videos about the gems or about the news, like, I need to really know what type of coins you'd like to see next or what type of videos you'd like to see next. And the best way you can do it is just by going to the comment section and letting me know. You know, so I'll read every single comment. And I even have employees now who make sure that the entire channel, like all the little things that you guys say, are being taken care of. So if you guys say, oh, less ads, or hey, make it more concise, less blabbering, please keep me up to date, keep me notified. I try to put all this into my videos. I try to put in as much effort as possible to make sure they're just solid. So please, guys, always give your criticism. I enjoy all this stuff. Solana Labs co-founder says we don't want to kill beautiful Ethereum. Long story short is they basically say Solana is not actually an Ethereum killer. Everything can work together. It's all good. What can we fetch from this? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Some guys on the internet were screaming that Solana is actually not good enough if they say they are not the Ethereum killer. But now at the end of the day, they're just trying to say it in a beautiful sense of saying, hey, we're all going towards a better standard, so to speak. Ethereum cannot be killed, they said. All I see here is just a little bit of political stuff where you're just being smart of saying, oh, no, we can't kill it. No, we're not going to do this. Not our attempt. At the end of the day, Solana knows, and they are doing that exactly. They're taking a lot of traffic away from Ethereum towards their own platform, which I guess is logical, though, because Solana is pretty damn juicy right now. Another one which I talked about that's pretty juicy and has been for a little while is Kadena. It works in a really different fashion, and I'm still sometimes fascinated by the way in which they work. But that, I guess, is also why it's such a huge opportunity, I guess, because I do believe that there's a good chance that Kadena might actually take a little bit of the same path as Solana has taken, with just coming into the market cap like a freaking skyrocket and just keep going up higher and higher and higher. If you guys haven't checked that website out, I definitely recommend people to check it out and just read a little bit into it, because it's such a crazy platform. Proof of work, but through their layer 2s has extreme scalability, like hundreds of thousands of transactions per second. They also have an inherent, basically, bug fixing mechanism. They have an opportunity for some of the, basically, contract writers or some of the DApp providers, so to speak, to actually make the entire, let's say, experience feelless for users. There's so much opportunity right there, and I think it's really huge. So even though I'm not really a big holder of Kadena, I am pretty excited about it, and I do think I should actually maybe buy more. But I'm just letting you guys know, honestly, don't have that many coins, but I do think it's pretty exciting, and I do think there's a really, really good road ahead for it. So pretty excited about that coin, guys. Just be honest with you. Then in the list, we actually have more about Solana. For a second, I just forgot to say this. Solana Breakpoint 2021 celebrates price all-time high technology and projects to come on the emerging blockchain. It's just once more. Solana is just doing really, really well right now. As I said before, we called it out so many times throughout the journey here. Solana has been a coin on the channel for a long time. I bought Solana very early. You guys most likely know about that. But we did also call it out about 1.5 weeks ago or so when it was undervalued after they basically stopped working a couple of months prior. I called it out at $130 saying, hey, this project is very good. They halted because there was an issue. So people were selling it like crazy because, oh, Solana is so centralized. That was the fear at that point. But then the price never came back up, when usually that type of fear only lasts for a little while. And so right now the price is back to $260, $250, $240. It's not as undervalued anymore, but it's a project that I do see going well into the $1,000, $1,200 range within this bull run potentially as well, as I do think it really can compete with the current market cap from Ethereum, where Ethereum is most likely still going to double in market cap valuation this run, if you ask me. All right, so that's quickly on that one. SHIBA. Which one of you guys is holding SHIBA, or do you think it's stupid? I often see a little bit of a discussion in the chat box of people saying, no, you should never hold SHIBA, you should only hold XR Doge, or there's a kid screaming outside. What is going on today, guys? Why am I why is there so much shady stuff going on? Let me see quickly. I need to let me see, guys. Okay, never mind. I think the child is good. Give me 5 seconds. Okay? Okay, I don't see any child. Maybe he's already been taken. Well, nothing we can do about it now. It was a swift scream, guys. It was not All right, let's put the headset back on. What is going on in your neighborhood? Yeah, that's some of this interesting stuff you witness when you're traveling around the world, huh? It's different places, sometimes some shady stuff, I guess, huh? No, nothing, guys. We're good. I just heard something. I sometimes check this stuff out. A lot of crazy stuff. SHIB whales bought 20 billion tokens each during dip. So, SHIB whales bought 20 billion tokens. Shiba Inu whales are not concerned with the recent price action on the dog-based token and buy even more. Guys, I'm actually thinking about doing a video on my favorite meme coins, which will definitely include a couple of coins that you guys might really like. So, would you guys be interested in that? And the reason I'm saying that is because, man, oh man, is the Shiba Inu story very interesting. And even the XR Doge story is very interesting. I mean, if you look at Shiba right now, even though I would never tell somebody that it's a good thing to buy, I would never tell somebody that. The potential is pretty huge, let's be honest here. The fact that it can get listed on Robinhood is just like an almost guaranteed profit. And if you compare it to people who have never heard about crypto before and they just know the Shiba Inu, and then you tell them the opportunity of making, for example, 80% gains in one day because of one little announcement or one little listing, they might look at you and tell you you're crazy, because people don't understand how crazy the percentages are and how crazy the money is that's to be made with these things. And so it's a really interesting story. But I think also from that perspective, the SHIB whales and people who are really heavily invested know it's very hard to lose money on Shiba over a medium term here, as we have this looming listing for Robinhood. As soon as that's gone out of the way, I would say the chances of the price like having kind of a no return point are higher. But right now, guys, Shiba Inu is just still pretty juicy. That's just facts, I think. Now, to quickly talk or skip on to the next subject. Metaverse, Mana and freaking Sand. Guys, this is amazing stuff. Are you guys excited about the Metaverse? I'm thrilled about it, guys. And that's because we already know there's juicy gains to be gotten in the Metaverse right now. There's juicy gains. Metaverse tokens, Mana and Sand. Some of my top 2 picks on my channel time and time again throughout the last couple of days. I've shouted this coin like 7 times on my channel here, time and time again. Yesterday, even a couple hours ago, the day before, I keep shouting these coins out on my channel as I do believe they'll go crazy. I talked about it in this video. 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 I talked about it in almost any one of these videos, but I even made a urgent update here on some of my top Metaverse picks after I already did a video here on just some top altcoins, which includes Metaverse picks, after I think I've already done at that point a video on just the top Metaverse coins. Man, I think these coins are just going to keep popping off for a pretty good while here, and I really don't understand when people are so against Metaverse or against the premise, because you might hate something, you really might. But if I ask a couple of the older people I know, they are going to still hate computers. And we can just not deny the process and the progress behind some Metaverse coins or some things like Mana or Sand. They're huge, guys. You need to understand, these types of cryptos are just huge potential, huge. Now, Metaverse tokens, Mana and Sand record double-digit gains as the market sees red. As most well-known cryptocurrencies are seeing red in the market on Friday, 2 Metaverse tokens have managed to climb into double-digit gains. So, within a week of Facebook's subsidiary of Meta's platform announcing its name change, the Sandbox and Decentraland both did amazing. Let's quickly check out how they're doing right now as we speak, huh? I want to quickly check that, because these 2 coins I've been shouting out for a little while. Let's press Metaverse here. So let's see how they did today. I want to know. Let's see. It has to load real quick. Guys, who is holding Mana or Sand? We've been calling it out on the channel here. I bought a lot of these 2 coins. Who's holding them? Let's quickly see. So over the last 24 hours, Decentraland is actually at $3.10. That is amazing. So our 3 top coins were Decentraland, Mana, and Sandbox. Just being completely open and honest with you. So Engine did not do too amazing over the last couple of days, but at least we didn't really lose money, going only down about 2% over the week. But over the last days here, guys, wow. Because I think our last call for Mana was at like $2.50. The biggest call when I made that video, I think it was even lower than that. Wow, that's already amazing gains for such a short amount of time here. And Sandbox, I don't even remember the price, but it's also doing pretty good throughout the day here, when indeed the majority of the crypto market is red. Once more, guys, it shows you potential of these coins, guys. It shows you potential. I'm wondering a little bit, did you guys actually see my video on the Metaverse? Like my top Metaverse coins? If you didn't yet, you might want to check that out, guys. And you might actually want to check out more of the videos on my channel here, because I told you all, November is going to be my best month. This November of 2021 is going to be the best month I've ever had in crypto. And I'm already guaranteeing that for myself, but I'm not sure if that's guaranteed for you. I don't want to even say unless you take action. I want to say if you are really looking properly at what I do here, November could be an insane month as well. Now, there's always, the risks and the downside. We don't know. But the way it's currently standing, the way it's currently looking, November is going to be a month like I've never seen before. It's about to go freaking nutty, guys. It's going so crazy. I keep sharing it with people. November is about to get nuts. If you guys are excited for that, make sure you press that like button. Don't forget to do it. It helps the channel grow. It helps out. But yeah, Metaverse has just been amazing. We got some juicy gains today. Yet this is nothing in comparison to where we are about to go over the next couple of months, as I do think Metaverse and play-to-earn games will just become more and more popular, more in demand, and will definitely appeal to a very broad audience, like I keep showing you guys in the percentages. This will be crazy. All right, then we have Polkadot. So one thing you guys might not know is that Polkadot is one of the easiest opportunities for, let's call it, steady gains in crypto. And it's mostly based upon the fact that we now have these auctions on Polkadot. They're called parachain auctions. And the long story short is they basically allow you to lock up Polkadot and get a huge ROI to basically vote on some certain projects. And basically you vote on some of the auction slots that some of these providers want to go for. And it makes Polkadot so extremely deflationary. It is amazing because of this much of a supply shock basically coming in. Oh, guys. One of my contacts here said there's a couple of, oh man. I just got a little message from one of my guys who keeps sending me all the launches. Guys, he just told me this is about to get way crazier than we expected. Guys, if you're not subscribed to the channel just quite yet, make sure you press that button. Because we are about, let me quickly see this, guys. So he's saying one of the coins which we called out here is easily going to be a 500x coin. That would be insane. Wow. So the last coin we did talk about was, of course, the PulsePad one. It did, let's quickly see what it's doing now. So it did 380x at the maximum, about 390 times. Right now we are at about 280. So I bought it for 0.001. And I told you all on the channel it's not easy, but I'm going to be making some guides on how to buy these coins early. It's not necessarily difficult, but either one method takes money or it takes just a little bit of luck. It's the two options. Sometimes there's a third one, but you guys get my drift. Yet I will be sharing all the information that you need to do basically the best of your abilities to get into them. Yet one of the coins which we are talking about on the channel right now is most likely, it has a very good chance to be a 500x crypto. That could be insane. That could be insane. That could be the craziest coin on my channel to date. And I'll be streaming, of course, when this thing goes live, man, because I'm freaking hyped up for that. We'll see how it goes, but I'm explaining all the freaking ropes that you guys need. So make sure you press that like button for that. And of course, subscribe for more of those updates as I'm building a small little tutorial session for you all. Oh, that's about to go nuts, guys. He normally doesn't send me messages like that. That's going to be amazing. Wow. Woo! I'm already hyped up, guys. I'm already hyped up. Okay. So let's continue on with the Polkadot. Polkadot, crazy altcoin, crazy amazing. I hold a lot of Polkadot. I've actually got a lot of Polkadot locked up now as well. Onto some of these auctions, so to speak, because the ROI for some of these coins is about to be crazy. And I think that the top two, I'm not even sure what the ROIs of them is anymore, but you might get so many freaking coins for completely free. So I definitely recommend you guys to check that out too. It's a passive income type of thing, you know. I might also make a, are you reading comments? Of course I'm reading comments. Gladys says, are you reading comments? Of course. Of course I am. That's why I'm doing live. Otherwise, I can't read what you guys are saying during the video. Somebody else says, hope you're right about November. I'm right for myself, 100% sure. Because it's already been, I think, the craziest month I've ever had in terms of gains now. So I think since we have about 2/3 of the month still left, it's going to go completely nuts. We've already had 3 sales, which just did amazing. So I think we have like 4 or 5 more sales coming up. So that's why I think, yeah, November is about to be so crazy. And I think even some of the followers here of the channel are going to be making themselves $1 million this month, I think. So wouldn't be too crazy. So that's, yeah, I'm pretty hyped up for this one. It's going to be a good month. It's going to be an amazing month. I'm excited for it. But I guess you guys know about Polkadot now, right? The auction is just a very nice one. It makes it very deflationary, pretty easy ROI. And I'll make more videos on the passive income side of things. I need to write that down. A lot of you guys were saying exit strategy and passive income. So I definitely need to get towards that, as I think it might help people, you know, to grow in crypto as well. Once they know, oh, I could just lend these coins out and get myself freaking money for nothing. Now, talking about DeFi kind of being in that little sector, the reason, or one more reason why I'm so excited about XRP right now is because I think it's undervalued from the perspective that right now there's extremely much demand for DeFi because it's literally making money out of thin air, so to speak, right? It's the whole finance realm, but then decentralized. And there's some crazy returns, like, for example, on Pancake, like I've already done a tutorial over on my Patreon. Now, XRP getting wrapped and sent to the Ethereum blockchain, or basically appearing on the Ethereum blockchain, might be one of the first steps of actually seeing some mass adoption for XRP as well right there, because it will finally be allowed to be used in more for DeFi, where at first it was really, really difficult to get it. So a wrapped XRP is about to be an amazing feat, and it's going to be coming somewhere throughout the next couple of weeks, which I'm really excited for as well. It's going to be a really big step. It's a big step for XRP's progress, you know, guys? So that's really nice as well. Let's quickly see what you guys are saying. Thoughts on the Sologenic airdrop? Seems like no one is talking about. 3 weeks ago, it was 0.9. Now it's $1.70. It's also DeFi and DEX. So I was really excited about Sologenic, but a long time ago. I don't know anything about Sologenic anymore, guys. So I'm not sure. I have no idea. Has it already been done? I literally don't know. I'm not involved with that. I'm not too involved with the Zoom app at all. So I need to kind of involve myself more. But if one of you guys knows a lot about it, make sure you send me a little message over in the Telegram. We have a Telegram group where a lot of us are just chatting in all the time. Let's see how we've grown throughout the day. Right now we are at 1150 members. It's going really, really fast. Make sure you join that. It's a really cool little chat room. But I need to learn more about it, so I'll definitely get back to you on that one. Now, let's move on. We have some news on Binance.us. And guys, I don't want to make this video too long. I am putting in all the freaking timestamps, but still, we need some more to hurry up a little bit more. Otherwise, people will not watch it back. Breaking: Binance US will honor Songbird airdrop to eligible XRP holders. Really big news, really excited about that. It just makes a very good step into the right direction, as, well, we were basically, it kind of feels as if we were harassing Binance.us for not, standing up for the XRP holders, not standing up and giving people the Songbird, which could be a crazy ROI for some people. But now, Brian Schroeder, the new CEO, said, you know what? To basically support the community and to show that we are here for the customers first, kind of like the Jeff Bezos approach, we're saying, you know what, we're airdropping it, and sorry for taking so long. We're going to get this fixed for you. And I guess that's just professionalism. Called it out on Twitter. Really amazing that they did that. And so we're going towards the right direction. By the way, guys, if you're watching this right now in the chat box, I see a lot of you guys spamming one little token. I don't want to say it out loud. Where you guys are watching from right now? What part of the world? What country? I always get excited about that because right now, it's like, it's a time. It's funny to me how one person is watching it at one time on one end of the world, and then another person is watching it at a completely different time. Like, some people watch this in the middle of the night, some people watch it in the afternoon, some people watch it at different times. It's just, I always get excited about that. Let me put it like that. Then, why many say Ether may be next to land in SEC's bad books following Ripple's XRP dilemma. So the reason why I called this video about the Ripple XRP lawsuit is because I had like 4 different articles about it. Now, this is actually a thing that many people don't understand, but the fact that if Ripple loses, many cryptos will be next, it's something you should understand. The severity of Ripple's case is so strong, and many just don't understand that. But Ethereum might definitely be next, because the SEC here now said as well, nothing is inherently safe. Nothing. Yeah, let's not waste too much time on that. Let's just say, hey, know that if XRP loses And people are saying, no, don't go and don't buy XRP because they're being sued. Well, the reason they're being sued basically applies to most cryptos out there, but XRP is undervalued for it, if you guys get my drift. So the fact that they've been sued makes the value lower, but the fact that if they would lose eventually, so that would basically dump XRP, yes, but since so many other cryptos are going to get sued afterwards, are going to just die out from some perspective because of more issues, it's like okay, if you don't bet on XRP, that's completely fine, but what are you going to bet on them? Because if they do end up losing, the entire crypto market will most likely fall, because if one crypto falls, it's going to be like dominoes for a little bit in the US. So then I would rather take the sort of the gamble that XRP is going to win, because if they win, there at least is a crazy multiplier that a lot of other cryptos would not have. And I do think that XRP will kind of be like the middle of the bull market for a little bit at that point as well. So yeah, that's just one thing a lot of people don't understand or seem to forget, how important this lawsuit is for the bigger picture. All right, then Miami residents. Strange little article, but I guess it's kind of funny still. Miami residents said to receive dividends from MiamiCoin. So if you live in Miami and they're basically making MiamiCoin bigger and bigger and bigger, well, apparently you can get some dividends from that. We're going to be the first city in America to give out Bitcoin as a dividend directly to its residents. Why? I have absolutely no clue. So it's just because they generated revenue from the coin. In the past 3 months, they made about $80 million if annualized, because they now made about $22 million so far with the sale of MiamiCoin. Residents of Miami buy tokens, stake them, and earn rewards. The city also plans to give MiamiCoin holders certain benefits to their investments in the future, which I guess is kind of funny. All right? I can't really see that as a bad thing. Now, what exactly defines one as that? You look it up for yourself, right? I have no freaking clue. I don't really care either. But there's also New York City coin coming. And so could be that this is going to be something that's going to be big in the U.S. big cities. You know, that every major city out there, Miami, New York, maybe L.A., is just going to kind of go on with this and give people just benefits for using crypto like that. And it could be pretty good. You know, I don't really see any bad side to it, basically. All right. Should we ban the spammers, guys? I'm gonna quickly get a couple of spammers out here. Let me quickly give him a timeout. Please stop spamming, otherwise I will block you. I need some more moderators, maybe, huh? This is going nuts. Why is this happening? Give me a second, guys. I need to quickly block a couple of people that are spamming my chat box like crazy. Not exactly sure why this is happening, but I'm basically blocking all these guys. Okay. There we go. I think we blocked everybody. There we go. Everybody blocked. Oh, no, not everybody blocked. Damn, how many of these guys are there? All right, there we go. All right, everybody blocked. Hopefully. Good. All right. So, I think we got on to the next subject now. This is a little bit of a letdown, I guess. So, I'm not really sure on this one. I didn't really look too far into this one. It just basically said that Discord, there was basically some allegations that Discord was looking into adding MetaMask. However, they did put up here that they're so afraid of all these scams that they're looking for a better solution kind of first before they're going on with all of this. So, yeah, that's all I guess I have to say about that one. There's a couple of people who said it's definitely going to happen. Some people said no. And now here the article says there's no current plans for the NFT integration for, as I said before, there's a lot of scams, a lot of uncertainty. And people are just making some of this stuff up because of the hype. But they're making, I guess, steps towards crypto integrations, as every company is. Just how far it will get and what exactly they'll use, we don't really know. But they're making the right steps. Oh, never mind, guys. There's just freaking, holy smokes, there's a lot of scams, man, in the chat box. Oh, Tristan, what's up, man? I'm here. My bad. Was just driving. No worries, Tristan. I know you got me, man. I know you got me. Let's move on, because this Discord announcement is not that exciting, I guess. It's not the most amazing thing. When will I Trust Capital give SGB? I don't know anything about that, my guys. I don't know anything about that. Bitcoin due to hit $90,000 in the coming weeks. Guys, I actually want to know as well, do you guys hold Bitcoin? I know a lot of you guys in my chat box only hold XRP, but I do believe that holding Bitcoin is pretty central if you're a crypto guy, unless you're like, okay, I have let's say I have $100 right now. I want to make some crazy gains and I don't want it to be safe. Because whenever I look at Bitcoin, I do agree with people as well that it's not the best ROI type of crypto. It's just a solid crypto that's most likely going to keep doing well over time. But then like others, like altcoins, would just do way better. And so I do understand people. But from my own perspective of keeping money, so to speak, for wealth preservation, I think it's pretty safe to keep Bitcoin in comparison to some alts. So I do have a lot of it. But for gains, I would never choose Bitcoin over any other. But for safety, yes. Now, Bitcoin due to hit $90,000 in the coming weeks, despite pullback, latest technical analysis. It's a case of, if in doubt, zoom out. And this week, as Bitcoin heads for a showdown with Taproot and ETF approvals. Well, all I have to say about that one is, people, if you're getting amazed or getting scared for the pullback which we are seeing right now, there's really a little bit of a problem going on, because what we're witnessing right now is just perfection being made, so to speak. It's just piece by piece per piece towards the upside. It's most likely going to... Whenever I tell people to not worry, they always look at me thinking, oh, it's easy for you to say, huh? But guys, we've witnessed this so many times. It's just a couple of days. We're back to prices we've seen a couple of days ago. There's no panic mode just quite yet. We're in a big freaking bull run. Nothing has changed just quite yet. Why panic? What is it going to do? Why FUD yourself? No. Every single time when Bitcoin goes up, people ask me, man, should I buy now? Well, Bitcoin is at all-time high. But when things go down, when prices finally get to areas in which you can buy easier, they look at me thinking, I'm not going to buy now. Should I sell my coins? Which is just funny to me. I just don't understand people who go about it that way. Once more, guys, if you want to see tutorials for those 100x type of coins, all you have to do is just press the like button, because I'm cooking them up. All right, I'm cooking them up. The next first video I want to make is like a meme coin, like whatever my top meme coins are, and a little bit more about information for meme coins and like the thought process behind it. Because I notice a lot of people are like, first of all, they want me to talk about XR Doge, which I guess I might be able to do. But more importantly, I think there's so much misinformation. I should set the record straight a little bit and also tell people, yes, there are gains to be made, but here's the good side, here's the bad side to them. So they can make this little way out for themselves. Let's move on. What went on in the secret meetings between Cardano developers and Zanzibar officials? I was pretty excited about this. I've been watching it for a little while. Now, regarding the Cardano secret meetings, which a lot of people call them, they have been in full gear now, like Cardano, for a couple of weeks, ending when Hoskinson had a return back to the States. Charles Hoskinson announced the tour after a successful launch of smart contracts capability on the blockchain, and last month the tour had kicked off. Hoskinson and the Cardano Foundation plan to meet and with developers of Cardano-based projects and officials of various countries to discuss the acceleration of the blockchain adoption on the continent. Now, finding ways to grow interconnectedness around the continent has been one of the goals of the Cardano Africa tour. And again, they touched on Zanzibar. Talks of technological advancement in the region have been dominated this leg of the tour. And Charles himself had personally inspected solar battery modules and telecom station installations in the country, and this was in an effort to bolster social advancement and help businesses succeed. Now, IOHK and Zanzibarian officials had discussed how to bring to fruition a more connected future for the citizens in a meeting hosted by the World Mobile Team, and the meeting, which was held on November 8th, saw both the Zanzibarian government and IOHK align values for the future, pointing out that the empowerment efforts being carried out by officials to give fishermen their own boats was the kind of work the developer was interested in. So that's kind of like the completely different side from what you would expect from Cardano. Whenever I think about this, I would think, okay, they're doing innovation and help and promote innovation, mostly on like, okay, they'll provide ideas and whatnot, like identification. But they're pretty much expanding in like a really, really big area. And a good part of it has also been just education and to kind of help on multiple different sides. Now, in Ethiopia, I know for a fact they're launching these digital IDs, which is going to be really amazing, I think, for the country. Cardano's doing a lot of things. A lot of it is happening in the background, though, which is why it's not pumping as much as some other coins. Cardano's making some big steps, some big strides, but it's just that the big epochs right now, the bigger upgrades, are not within this little time period of the next couple of days or something like that. But it's happening, guys. It is happening, and Cardano is still a very interesting project. Little news on Kevin O'Leary. You guys most likely know him already, but he disclosed that his portfolio comprises of about 10% crypto. Okay, that's pretty cool news. Not too crazy, not too mind-boggling, but just kind of nice to know that he holds this much crypto. And from a certain perspective, if you already are a billionaire or something like that, 10% in crypto is definitely a good little number, because you got to keep your money in your normal businesses, which make you more money potentially. And maybe also just things which instead of just going aping in crypto. It's not that crazy that people go for what they know. So I'm definitely not against that. Let's quickly see here. Less dates, more on my plates. Nice name, my friend. Very nice name. I have a very foundational question, Dusty. What is the goal of crypto in the first place? When people ask me about it, I don't know what to tell them. So that depends on who I'm talking to be honest with you. If the person knows something about crypto, knows nothing about crypto, or is against you, so to speak, if you're having a discussion about, crypto is useless, what's the goal of it anyway? That will define what my answer is going to be most of the time. But usually, the sort of answer I give them revolves around that crypto is changing the world mostly because you don't need to trust one another anymore for money. Right now, the way in which we use money is you trust your central bank, your central government, so to speak, to back the money properly, to send it out properly, and to make sure that all the rules of it are set in place and everybody respects those. Now, what would happen if you didn't need to trust any single person, because it's an entire network of trustlessness, so to speak, where you can generate yield without any consequences, so to speak, in the sense of you don't need to have prerequisites. So you can make money for lending out your money without needing a middleman like a bank who can actually say, you know what, you cannot borrow money from us because of this, or you cannot lend money to us because of this. There's no system where, again, you have to freaking pay interest in Europe here, for example, where you have to pay to keep money in the bank. No. There's payments for if they lend the money out, and the whole system goes around without you having to trust any single person, without any single person having control over it. So that's kind of like my little summary of what it actually does, or what it's good for. It's just like the crypto DeFi type of sense, right? It's like you don't need to trust anybody. But then again, some people have different opinions on the matter. If you just type in what is crypto, you will obviously get yourself a nice little answer as well, I guess. Or what's the purpose of crypto? But I usually come back to that little part. Then we have two more parts in the freaking lawsuit, but I guess maybe we've already been talking for a long time. Let's quickly do this one. John Dean said, if you were writing a novel, it's getting to the point where you'd say, no, I can't write that in the plot. It's too absurd. No one will believe it, or similar words. And what we're referring to here is once more the freaking the XRP Ripple lawsuit, which just keeps getting more and more absurd by the day. Whenever I look at this, guys, I kind of feel sick to my stomach just knowing how crazy it gets. But apparently, Stephen here shared, do you want to know what's even more absurd? Yes, you do. In an official SEC amendment for the new rules on a Bitcoin commodity-based trust shares, the SEC cites that the FinCEN ruling on Ripple as an example of a company operating a cryptocurrency-based money transmitter. Yet, when we're talking now, we're talking about a security-based money transmitter. So how? And I really sometimes think that Ripple might be able to use some of this evidence in their lawsuit, because this makes absolutely, even I'm pressing the like button, this makes absolutely no sense. This is really big stuff, right? Remember, this is SEC, what I'm going to call this timestamp, Ripple Game Changer. This is the stuff that I think they might be able to use, man, because it's so crazy, but okay. Then VeChain, little quick update on VeChain. It's right now in an extremely undervalued territory. I talk about VeChain and HBAR pretty often on my channel. And even though I don't have a list for VeChain, basically partnerships open right now, I do have a couple of them open for HBAR. But the point of this being, VeChain and HBAR have such huge partnerships, and there's such unique technology in an interesting way that's built just completely different to all the others. These are two coins that will do really well if we're talking about the next 5 years. So these are not coins that can go out of existence because they're too properly backed. And so I'm not sure if it's going to be the coins that will do 100x, if you guys get my drift, in the next month. No. But these coins are both undervalued in a sense where they are so solid. There is literally there's almost in my own head no chance that these coins will go extinct or actually go bad. From that perspective, if they will only keep going up, so to speak, and they'll only get more and more useful because they have the proper backing, the proper technology, just everything is proper, it should have just been hoarded up already. Like, nobody should be able to sell these coins anymore for the perspective of how good they are, so to speak. And a lot of people are not understanding how juicy and valuable VeChain and HBAR are. Really, guys, these are top tier cryptocurrencies. One I've kind of forgotten about right now is Chainlink, that is also a top tier cryptocurrency. And another one I guess that I sometimes forget to call out is Algorand. Man, if you look at the way in which this was built, the thought process into it, and the way in how efficient this is, man, Algorand is also a very juicy cryptocurrency that I think a lot of people are forgetting about, mostly from that perspective. Properly built, properly carbon neutral, so to speak. Just amazing stuff. I'm going to say not as unique as some of the others, but in this sense, Algorand is a really well built out project. I can't really say more about that than just say, man, I also think this one is not necessarily too extremely undervalued, but a really good one just for longer term holds. Really, really good. Algorand is a really, really juicy hold as well. All right. By the way, little side note, we just talked about the Miami thing, right? Recently, the city of Miami adopted Algorand as a platform to help local companies build platforms for payments and capital markets, leveraging blockchain tech with $25 million in backing from an Atlanta-based company called Borderless Capital. Little side notes that you guys might want to know about, all right? Yeah, all right. So, guys, that was it for today's little news video. I'm saying little as if I just talked about it for like 5 minutes. We talked about it for freaking like almost 50 minutes has been here, guys. So, long news video. Definitely longer than, I guess, my usual news. We didn't get as many views as normal. We didn't go as crazy with the predictions and stuff as normal, but we did have a good little session. If you guys are wondering once more how all those you forgot Quant? Did I have news on Quant? Let me quickly see, guys. Did I? Because I knew I said at the beginning I hold Quant. I'm not sure that I said I have news on that. Let me quickly go over. SHIBA, Solana, Kadena, Solana. Are you guys sure I said Quant at the start? Did I have Quant news? Because I'm not finding anything right now. Let me see if there's any Quant news that I can quickly see then. Maybe I can help you out here. Quant. What is going on for Quant? I told you guys I hold Quant, but yeah, I'm not really sure what happened to Quant or what's going on. So I'm not really in a position to give you guys any news on that because I just don't know. I'm not even seeing an article that's like huge for you, except for the fact that eToro apparently here I see one article. eToro adds Sushi Swap, Chili's, Axie Infinity, and Quant. But the rest of this stuff is just older. There's nothing like recent. So I might have to look into that. If you guys want more Quant news, just let me know like right now, and I'll get to it. But I didn't. You said you had something about QNT at the start. Oh, sorry guys, I didn't know. What about XDC? XDC, QNT, I hold both of them, but I didn't have news for those today. So I'm not sure exactly why I said that then, guys. I'm sorry if I did. I'm sorry if I did. I put all the timestamps down below so you guys can just scroll through if you missed something right now. So you can always scroll through afterwards to check out whatever you think is smart to check out. So all the questions about the Valhalla, the what's it called? Meta VPAT Lovelace or so, I'll not be answering right now. As I said before, this is not easy stuff. I'm not going to go over too many of those questions as it takes too much time, as I've gotten every single question you guys can think of about 150 times already from people. I've got, I think I think it's less. Maybe 500 DMs or so right now open. In Twitter, I got nothing, I think, because those get open all the time. But I think Twitter is actually closed now as well. I think it's mostly Discord and Telegram, just people asking me about these 100x coins and whatnot. Literally, guys, I am thinking of doing only some stuff on Patreon, like where you guys can ask me questions about some of this stuff. I will, however, make sure that all the information that somebody would need is out on YouTube for completely free, as I made it my mission. I told you guys before, I'll make sure nobody has to pay for this type of information. However, for like personal questions or so, I might just hire somebody to answer most of the stuff. And so I might have to charge for that, to make sure that one person who has early access gives it to others as well, and then being paid for it or something like that. Because I just don't have time to go over every question like 1,000 times. I've already shared most of the stuff in videos time and time again, but still people don't get it. So there's only a couple of options that I have left, guys. So once more, you guys can ask, don't worry, but I don't have time to answer all that stuff. So please understand from my perspective too, I want to help out as many people as possible, which is why I share this stuff time and time again. We have some crazy videos coming up here. Today, I'm doing a video on some of my best meme coins that I think are just pretty interesting. I have a video coming up here for sure on how to buy into some of these crazy coins as well. And again, the 500x one, we've already covered it in the past, but it just got some one of my contacts saying it might actually be a 500xer this time. I'll share some more information about that as well pretty soon on the channel here, guys. So make sure you are subscribed. Guys, for a couple of launches, you have to be part of the Bybit system, which is basically just an exchange that I personally use. Make sure you check it out. Not available in the US, so not sure what to do here from there. But the rest of the world, I think you're pretty much fine. So make sure you check that out and also join the Telegram. And I'll see you guys again. If you subscribe with the notification bell on, you're good. And I'll see you guys again in another crypto video later today when we have more news or more stuff coming up. So yeah, take care, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by.